What's going on, YouTube? It is Outlaw once again, and today I will be cranking out some videos. So today, what I'm gonna talk about in this video is tools, tool brands to use, tool brands to avoid. When you're a mechanic, when you're new to mechanicking, or maybe you're 5 years in. I'm about 7 years in my diesel career, but I've been mechanicking for about 10, 12 years. So um, something that I know that I learned, things that I learned along the way, and things that helped me out. Okay, so for starters, my so we'll start with, if you're a new mechanic and you want to buy a set that's gonna pretty much cover the basics of everything you're gonna do. So you want to go to, strongly recommend going to Harbor Freight if you're a new mechanic, because they got the best deals over Craftsman and all that good shit. They got the best deals, and we're talking like, okay, if you go to Harbor Freight and spend $500, you could pretty much get everything you're gonna need to work on. At least, like, I would say like 80 something percent of what you're gonna be working on, you're gonna have the tools for. So you're gonna want to get their big set. It's like a 301 piece set. It's like $199 or something. But if you can use the 20% off coupon of any one single item, because it's a Pittsburg brand. You can get it for like 150, 160 bucks, and that's gonna cover a lot of your sockets. It's all gonna be chrome, but it's gonna have all your sockets: 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, 3/8, ratchets, a couple extensions, even big sockets like inch and a 16th, inch and an eighth, inch and a quarter. It's got all those too. So it's definitely worth it, because just those sockets alone are going to run you an arm and a leg anywhere else. So probably just those sockets, just those inch and an eighth and inch and a quarter and stuff is going to be, you try to get on the tool truck and buy that, it's going to be $300 just on the tool truck. Um, so that definitely recommend that set. So that's going to be 150 of your dollars spent, 160 of your dollars. And then you want to get some vice grips. You want to get some channel locks. So get a nice set of channel locks with dikes and everything like that. Probably the Doyle. The Doyle is pretty good, but I actually like the Quinn a little better than the Doyle. I don't know. That's just like the handles on the Doyle and everything's better, but like, for as far as like the cutting quality of the dikes and like the quality of the needle nose and stuff like that, I think I prefer the Quinn. So I would go with the Quinn set. So you can get the needle nose and all that stuff, and then get you a long set of needle nose that you can get from Pittsburg for like another $10. Get you, some adjustables, and then just get you like some Torx bits and things like that, hex bits. And pretty much that'll cover everything you're going to need right there. Get you some nice flex head ratchets, get the Pittsburg brand. They're just fine. Get a 1/4 inch, a 3/8, and a 1/2 inch. I think you can get all three for like less than $100. So, yeah, then you'll have everything. You'll have all the sockets you need. You'll have the ratchets that flex that you're going to need to get into tight spaces. Now, after you rock out with that set for a while, and you kind of, you're kind of making some money, you're not just doing oil changes and tires and whatnot, then you can go ahead and upgrade yourself to you want to get a couple things. Now, I'm not saying go crazy on the tool truck, but you do want to get a couple things from the tool truck. And the only thing that you want to invest in the tool truck, you don't want to get sockets, because you can buy Pittsburg impact sockets for $20 with the coupon, $25 regularly, and they work just fine. I've only had a couple of them break on me, and they're warrantyable. They work just fine, and like I said, they're real cheap. You don't want to go in there and buy a set of sockets, and spend $260 on Snap-on sockets, that are going to do the same thing, turn the same bolts off as the other sockets. And another reason why I say be careful with buying from Snap-on is because a lot of people, they buy the Streamlights and they buy like things that you're going to lose, And so, yeah, they're under a warranty. That's understandable, but if you lose it, there's no warranty there. So, I see all the time people buying Streamlights, and then they buy another one next week, and then 3 weeks later they buy another one. And dude, now you just spent what, $700 and something dollars on to have a light for a month, or 2 months or whatever the time is that you lost all those. And so, that's just ridiculous. Like you're pretty much just taking money out of your own pocket. You're just being dumb. What you want to do if you want to get a good light, you want to go into Walmart. You want to find the light. You want to go to the sporting goods section. There's a light brand called Ozark Trail. Okay, they have these little white lights. They're about, I want to say they're about maybe 5-6 inches long, and they're rechargeable. They're I want to say they're $26, $27, something like that. It's rechargeable light. It puts out about 600 lumens. That's plenty good, guys. You can use that light. It's white, so it's not the best looking light. I would like it to be black, but it's rechargeable, so you can use it daily. And if you lose it, you're only out like less than $30. So it's not like you're sitting there crying, or you're sitting there like trying to, call that driver, call, hey, did I leave that in your car or in your truck or whatever? Like, so it's just better off, in my opinion. Now, these are all my opinions, guys. So, you could say, oh, well, I'm just going to buy Streamlight forever. I don't care if it costs me, $5,000 over the course of my life. But see, for me, I'm not going to do that, because I'm not an idiot. I wasn't born rich. I wasn't born with no silver spoon in my mouth. So I'm not just going to sit there and like invest crazy into my tools, because tools get lost, tools get broken. Shit changes in your life. You could get injured. You could get injured or something and like not be a mechanic anymore. You could hurt your hand, or you could, fuck up your eyes or something, and then you could not be wrenching. So, you don't, in my opinion, in my personal opinion, unless you're a master technician, say if I get all my certifications and I'm a master technician and I'm making $100,000 a year or more, if you're a master tech, I would think you should be making about 120 or more a year for a master tech, for a diesel at least. But if you're a master technician, then you can start, buying a $10,000 toolbox and buying, the best of the best tools or whatever. But if you're not certified, or you only have 1 or 2 certifications, you don't need to be spending all that money on those tools, because who knows if you're ever going to get certified. You know what I'm saying? You don't know that. And you don't know if you're going to be interested in that the rest of your life. So you could just be wasting your money, and then you'll have all these tools that you're going to have to try to sell to somebody, and the only person you're going to sell it to is someone who's in that field. So it's not going to be like an easy sell. It's got to be someone who's, looking for that type of stuff. And being that the automotive and diesel fields are so scarce right now with people, you're going to be sitting on those for a long time trying to sell them. So I digress with that, but I'm just saying, think ahead. It's chess, not checkers, guys. I always tell people, chess, not checkers. Don't be thinking, oh, I have a job this year, so I'm going to spend, I see it all the time. People come into my job, they're new guys, they're changing oil, changing tires, and they go and spend, $15,000, $20,000 in Snap-on debt because they run their credit. Oh, you don't have credit, so they're driving a junky car and they racked up $20,000 in Snap-on debt, and now they can't afford gas to get home. You know what I'm saying? Because they're constantly paying the Snap-on bill. They're not making that much money. And it's like, you gotta be careful with that stuff, guys. You live within your means, because the whole trend is to not live within your means. The whole trend, everybody wants to be trendy and, not live within their means and have this nice shit. But at the end of the day, you have to, live how you can live and live comfortably. You don't want to sit there and buy all this, nice stuff just because it's nice, and then be sitting at the house bored as hell because you can't go out, or you can't go out to eat, or you can't go, enjoy a day at the beach or something because you're broke as fuck and you ain't got no gas. Like, that's just, you can't even enjoy your life because you're trying to spend all the money you don't have on nice shit. Anyways, so the couple tools that I will say that you should get tools to make your job, because I know I kind of went on a rant there. Get tools to make your job quicker. You're already doing the job. How can you do the job faster? So get, impact wrenches, little, I wouldn't say get a 1/2 inch, because, you can get this all from Milwaukee too, guys, and it'll be cheaper. But I'm just saying, if you don't have the money up front and you want to just make payments, $100 a month or something like that, You can go through Snap-on, get like a little 3/8 ratchet, get a ratcheting wrench, that's electric. Get those couple things, long reach. I would recommend get the long reach ratchet wrench, get the 3/8 ratchet with the dual triggers. That's like 1,000 right there. Probably wouldn't want to do too much more. Maybe get a couple of hand ratchets. They're really expensive, but they do have really fine teeth and they're real strong. So you might want to do that just so you can, if you're sitting there wrenching by hand. But I never wrench by hand anyways. I always just reach for my cordless ratchets. So some of the best ratchets I know is Milwaukee. They got the 1/2 inch that's just insanely powerful. They got 3/8 stubbies that are real good. They got really good tools, Milwaukee, for the price. I mean, you have to pay the price up front, but you can invest. Like get the 1 week get the batteries. Or find a deal online where you get the drill with the battery and a charger, and now you got the charger. So now you got the battery. So now you can buy just because you can get like a drill set, even though you might not need a drill, right? You might not even need the drill, but the battery and the charger right there, that's $100. That's more than $100 in value right there, and you're getting a free drill. You know what I'm saying? So you can get that set. You'll have an extra nice drill, and then you have a battery. Now you have a charger. Now you can buy the tool only for $300 of the impact. Now you got a $300 impact that Snap-on's going to charge you $1,000 for. You understand what I'm saying? So you just saved $700 just because you bought a drill you didn't need. You know what I'm saying? So you got to think about, like I said, chess not checkers, guys. You got to think the long haul. But like I said, if you've been in the business, you're a master tech or you're almost a master tech. Maybe you got 5, 6, 7 7 would be a master tech, but you got 5 or 6 certifications. You're on your way to becoming a master technician. You might want to think about starting to invest in a box or whatever if you don't have a car note and you don't have a house note and all this other stuff to pay for. Now, of course, everyone's situation is different. You might live at home with your parents. You might not pay no bills at all, in which case you might want to hurry up and get all your Snap-on debt, going and out of the way, so that way, you don't have any Snap-on debt by the time you move out. But realistically, you're going to be trying to struggle and survive just like the rest of us. You're not going to be living at home with your parents, hopefully. You're going to have your mortgage, you're going to have your car notes, you're going to have your kids to buy, clothes and groceries for, so realistically, you're probably not going to be able to afford a $10,000 Snap-on box or whatever, or more, because Snap-on prices have been going up lately. So just think about it like that. Like I said, think about your situation. Everything's based on your situation, but at the end of the day, you can get just as much shit done with the the Pittsburg tools as you can with the Icon, as you can with Snap-on or Mac or Matco. It's, they're just tools, guys. They're just hardened metal, hexagon shaped fucking sockets that turn bolts off. There's nothing special about them. They don't dip them in gold or anything like that before they make them. A lot of the things are made at the same fucking factories, so it's just the name. It's like wearing a Gucci belt or, anything else. It's you're putting the name on. It's not any better of quality or anything as anything else. So now, like I said, Snap-on does have high quality stuff and some stuff, and so does other brands. Other brands, like I said with the Quinn, other brands did it right. You just have to do your research. Like I said, it's chess not checkers. Look into your shit. If you're wanting to buy a tool or you're wanting to invest into your career, maybe you should look in to see what's on sale or what's out there, what's available, what can you get, compared, do the pros and cons. So that's what I think about that. As far as toolboxes go, you can get by just fine with a Craftsman or, a decent sized Craftsman box or anything else. I mean, there's plenty of boxes out there, the Harbor Freight US Generals and all that stuff that you can get by with. You don't need to get you a crazy box. Just, look at it like this. It's a metal box. It's not going to make you any money. So anybody who tells you different is just a fucking idiot. There are going to be people in the comments like, well, you're broke because you can't afford it. Well, that's exactly what they want you to say, dude. That's exactly what they want you to say. Snap-on and all them guys that sell those tools for that price want people to come up and say, oh, you're too broke. Because remember, when they wanted to sell Jordans back in school, you know, you were in school and you were walking around in your Reebok Classics, and kids come up and say, oh, you're a broke ass kid because you got Reebok Classics. You ain't got these new Jordans for $150. And that's exactly what they want you to do, because they know that the dummies like that think that, oh, you're broke because you ain't, you know, splurging all your money on something that's nice. That automatically makes you broke. Those same people don't even like enjoy their life because they can't go anywhere because they're broke as fuck for spending all their money on their shoes and shit. So they just sit at home and play video games, and they don't actually go and enjoy life because they just spend all their money on shit that they think is cool, that they think, oh, if I don't get this, then I'm a broke ass or something like that. It's funny to me, the people that say that, because like I said, the people that say that have nothing, they have no life. They might be like, oh, well, I have nice stuff. Well, you don't have any life experience. You ain't never went and done anything with yourself. You ain't never, you know, experienced anything cool. You're just a lame with some nice shit. And the only shit that you had, the only probably reason you do get any pussy or anything like that is because you have a couple nice things, and a girl sees it and is like, oh, that's nice. Maybe he'll spend some money on me. They don't actually like your dumbass. They don't actually think you're smart or funny or what you're saying makes any sense. They just say, oh, you got nice shit, so maybe you'll buy them nice shit too. So, you know, don't be a dumbass fanboy that just wants to spend money because it's the cool thing to do. You want to walk on the Snap-on truck and say, give me this, give me that, give me this, because you think you're cool, because that's not cool. The only person that thinks that's cool is Snap-on, because he's the one raping your dumbass. So, anyways, that's all I really got to say in this video. It kind of turned into a little bit of a rant because I see a lot of people trying to say, oh, this is cool, that's cool. You ain't the fucking arbiter of cool, brother. You ain't never been cool. So why are you telling me what's cool? Motherfucker, I've been doing the cool shit since before it was cool my whole life. So you ain't gonna sit here and tell me, oh, this is cool or that's cool, or tell me what's cool and who's broke and who's not. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't gonna tell me that. I'm a mechanic. I work out of a Craftsman's box. I make $80,000 a year or more. So you ain't gonna sit here and tell me, oh, I'm a broke ass because you might make $50,000, but you got $30,000 in tool debt. But I'm over here making 80 grand and I spent 5 grand on my tools. So who's the dummy? Who's the broke ass? Come on now, let's be real here. So think about it like that, guys. Sorry to get on a little rant, but it's just funny that these people are out here that want to say what's cool and what's not, and what you can support and what you can do and what you can't do. Come on, bro. Don't let nobody tell you what you can do with your life. Be you. Do what you like to do. You know what I'm saying? And make smart decisions. That's all I'm saying. So, like I said, this has been Outlaw. Quick little tool rant. Let me know what you guys think about it. If you guys are here still, I appreciate it. Listening to my whole little rant. Like and comment and subscribe, please. I'll kick it with you in the comments. Holler at you. It's been Outlaw, and I'm out. Peace.